nine to five is different to an influencer because I'm there 24/7 and I
Yeah.
show me 24/7 and I show me without makeup, I show me with makeup, I show me um, after the gym, before the gym, when I go shopping. I just show my whole life. And when I'm at a bank, I'm not the personality. I'm
All
just a
right.
person who works
For that brand.
for that brand,
Yeah.
and I am the brand. So I'm not myself.
Being an let's call it Inspire, out of courtesy. How's the difference? Like, would you pick one over the other?
It's so different because nine to five is different to an influencer because I'm there 24/7 and
Yeah.
I show me 24/7 and I show me without makeup, I show me with makeup, I show me um, after the gym, before the gym, when I go shopping. I just show my whole life. And when I'm at a bank, I'm not the personality. I'm
All
just a
right.
person who works
For that brand.
for that brand,
Yeah.
and I am the brand. So I'm not myself.
Yeah, there's definitely a big shift that I'm starting to see amongst our generation, where people want to express themselves as much as they can, as authentically as they can, and not necessarily be um, having to, kind of reject their own self-expression to like benefit a larger company. I mean, because at the end of the day, like, let's say you come up with something innovative, even for their marketing team, how much of that dollar that you create for that individual, for that company, do you really get back? Not much, because you're being paid a salary or whatever it is, or per hour basis.
Yeah.
And I mean, with your own business, ultimately, because you are a business, you're Inspirer. You have to eat. We all need the money to survive here. Um, you're building your own brand. It's a big motivational thing, or a big commitment also, and it's kind of going down a lonely road. And I actually want to kind of segue into like how like when you started, when you decided, I'm done with banking. Like, this is just the worst. I'm done with fitness stuff. I don't want to do this. Like, I'm just going full in to inspiring others and traveling and doing my own content online. Like, what was that moment for you? Like, when did you just kind of like take that leap?
I never had that.
You never had
I
that.
never had that because
Okay.
I started with Instagram as Instagram started. So about 6 years, I think,
Okay.
ago. And I just started with sharing my food and sharing my journey because I was anorexic, or better, I am at the moment again. So
So
another story.
you struggle with anorexia.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah,
Instagram.
you're very thin.
Yeah,
Very
I'm
thin.
just trying to get healthy again. So it's something in my brain that I have to teach every day. So it's a very hard way to go out of it.
That's a mental
Yeah,
disability, right?
yeah.
It's a mental condition.
It's just everything is mental, and not eating is something that follows by your thoughts.
Right.
So it's not only not eating, it's, yeah,
What is a
thoughts in
textbook
here.
definition of anorexia? Do you guys know? We should look
A
that up actually. Yeah.
definition?
Textbook like definition, but what is
Matt
it?
knows it.
No, it
No?
doesn't. I
Yeah.
don't know.
1 second, I'll bring it up.
Well, anyway, just like so that must be tough. Like that. I mean, do you just like look at yourself in the mirror and you're just like, I'm just like way too fat?
No, no.
You don't. That's not
Especially
anorexia.
not. I know that
You know
I'm
you're
too
thin.
skinny.
Yeah.
And when I take a look at my pictures 1.5 years ago, I just think, oh my goodness, this fucking girl is amazing. And I really, really loved my body, and it was fit, strong. And I really have to say, if I see her on the street, oh my goodness. That's something I don't, I just can't say that because when I see a girl I like, I just go on the street and say, hey girl, you look amazing. Just yesterday, I think, Matt and I, we
But are you just talking about like model looking type girls or big girls? Like what type of
just
girls are you
girls,
talking about? Just girls in general?
just girls, and
You
when
want to
they,
share that love of
yeah,
acceptance
yeah,
that like society kind of teaches. You have to look a certain way. You're just like, you're beautiful.
yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's something important, and I want to spread that. So that's something that might not be the picture or the image of Instagram, because Instagram is always like, you have to be perfect, you have to look like that, you have to have money, you have to be successful, you
Right.
have to be just like that. And I'm very open to it because I'm talking about everything. I talk about my hair extensions. I talk about my breast surgery. I talk about
Breast surgery?
breast surgery.
Surgery,
Do
yeah.
you see that?
You had a surgery.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.
And I talk about that because
That's very nice, yeah.
I wanted to tell them that people are not born the way they look like.
Yeah, they have to work for it.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to work for it, or they just have to pay for it.
Right.
So,
yeah. No, I've always respected people who like, you know, really take that commitment to just like look good, get that six pack. I don't know, like maybe get surgery to implant fat in their ass. That's how you do it, right? I don't know. You get fat from like different places and you put
yeah,
it in the ass.
that's for
But,
example the
But
Brazilian butt lift.
Brazilian butt lift.
That's something you have fat in your stomach and then you get it in your booty. So there are a lot of ways to do that, but I mean, especially girls who are young think that the models are the way they are and they are made like that.
Yeah.
But
But they're not.
everyone can be like that. It's just something that is made by others.
Also Instagram. I mean, Instagram definitely, that's a place. I mean, just really quick, did you get the definition of anorexia? What is it? Anorexia?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
anorexia is lack or loss of appetite for food as a medical condition.
Lack or loss? Oh, almost tripped over the road. So you lose your appetite for food. So it's almost like you're drinking too much coffee. Thanks, Michael.
Yeah.
It's like you're drinking too much coffee and you like, want food.
So I love coffee, but it's not about appetite.
But it's different. So it's different than like, for example, if I drink a ton of caffeine, I'm not going to be hungry for a while. You know what I mean? But this is like just in your head. Like you just don't want food.
It's a thing in my head that I don't feel hunger anymore.
Yeah.
So even if I know my body needs it and I feel exhausted and I feel like, pooey, I can't move anymore.
What do you do? What do you do in those situations?
This is a feeling you want to achieve, because then you feel like you did something and you feel exhausted. It's just like you deserve to have something. And if you don't feel exhausted, you think like you don't deserve to eat, for example. So I'm struggling with the feeling of deserving food. I sometimes feel like I don't deserve it.
You feel like you don't deserve food.
Yeah, and that's weird, because you can say if you're anorexic, you have got an angel and a devil. And the angel is telling you have to eat, you're lucky when you eat, you are productive when you eat, you are happy when you eat. And the devil says to you, you're not allowed to eat, you don't deserve it. Which kind of work do you do? Because sometimes the job as an influencer, I don't see as work, because it's something I love.
Yeah, that's great.
And if you love your work, it's always said you work.
You'll never work a day in your life, right? That's the quote that you're going for?
Yeah, that's something, yeah.
If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah, that's something. But then you get money for loving.
Yeah.
And that's weird, because the most of the people say they work and they don't like their work, but they get money for it, and that's why they work, because they get the money. And I do my love, so I love and I get money for my love, and that's so weird, because it's just plus and plus and not plus and minus. You know what I mean?
And it's odd that you struggle with, you know, anorexia. Basically, you feeling like you don't deserve food, when in fact you do so many things to provide happiness, joy, and you're doing what you love. Like, if I was somebody to determine whether you deserve food or not, I'd be like, give her a sandwich. Like, of course she deserves food.
Most
like,
of the people
do
it that way.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
But you know.